Go Green Weekend here at Delta State University was a huge success in 2014. It was a chance for DSU alums and supporters to come to Cleveland, mix with students, athletes, and community members for a little springtime fun, food, and of course, sports. Things got started with Spring Fest on Thursday, April 3rd, and continued on Friday, April 4th, with a community cleanup in downtown Cleveland. Statesmen baseball kicked off the athletic events Friday evening with the first of 3 games against Lee University. Lady Statesmen softball followed that with its own games at University Field under the lights. In Statesmen Park, there was tailgating and live entertainment, including a concert with Cleveland natives Southern Halo. Saturday, April 5th started early with the Delta Duathlon and Wyatt Golf Classic at the Cleveland Country Club. Golfers braved winds, overcast skies, and cool temperatures to help out the Delta State Athletic Department and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. 22 teams entered the Wyatt Golf Classic, so the Country Club was full of DSU supporters.
We used the Wyatt Golf Classic this year just, to honor Forrest and Kent Wyatt. We had sponsorship options through, local businesses. We had a driver's level sponsorship, and then we had the irons level sponsorship. Businesses that donate or use the sponsorship levels, they had the option to donate to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is kind of our big push this year, as an athletic department, which we raised over $7,000 for. We had a good number of businesses donate to Make-A-Wish as well, as the sponsorship levels.
Statesmen and Lady Statesmen soccer hit the pitch at Delta Field for games against alumni of their programs. It was a chance for former players to get their cleats dirty again and current players to have a little fun with a little extra practice.
The alumni get to come back and see where the program's going and where it's headed, and it's a great time just to come back and reflect on what a positive time they had here at Delta State. So it's just, for our team, currently it's just another opportunity to play because you don't get enough in the spring. So you get a good quality opponent and have a bit of fun at the same time.
It gives us an opportunity to come back once a year, play with the boys, and it's something all the alumni look forward to. We have a Facebook page, and we're always making jokes about the old coaches, the current regime of players, and it just gives us something to really look forward to all year round.
Delta State football continued its spring drills with the first of 2 official scrimmages. The guys in stripes were getting in practice right along with the Statesmen. The annual green and white spring game is Saturday, April 12th. Delta Discovery Day allowed high schoolers to visit the campus during Go Green Weekend, and Statesmen Park was full of activities and cooking all day Saturday. Baseball and softball were back on the diamond Saturday for doubleheaders against Lee, and Go Green Weekend wrapped up Saturday night in Statesmen Park with the Bolivar County alumni crawfish boil and social. So as you can tell, Go Green Weekend was busy, but it was a chance to show off our Statesmen and Lady Statesmen athletics and all the great things Delta State University has to offer. For GoStatesmen.com, I'm Katie Smith.
North Sunflower Medical Center in Rouville is proud to announce the addition of board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Wayne Dotson to our team. An orthopedic surgeon treats musculoskeletal trauma, skeletal disease, and sports injuries using both surgical and non-surgical techniques, including joint replacement, arthroscopic surgery, and more. Dr. Dotson has extensive experience in the Delta and beyond, using the latest in surgical techniques when needed to ensure a healthy and speedy recovery. Call or have your provider refer you to Dr. Wayne Dotson for a consultation and find out why more people are saying, "Take me to Rouville."
Millions of people grow up in a family of immigrants. But not everyone stops at nothing to reach their dream. Even fewer have the patience, passion, and perseverance to achieve success. A dream is for those who sleep. I live mine. I'm Pitbull, and I'm one of a kind. Darling.
As an economist, I meet with many business leaders who just don't understand the true cost of documents. Unmanaged fleets, dysfunctional workflow, it's chaos. It's profit-killing chaos.
Mississippi-owned and operated, the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating is Mississippi's only full-line Kyocera dealer. Kyocera's full-line copiers, printer, and faxes offer robust work solutions while offering industry-leading lowest total cost of ownership. Offering rental, leasing, and purchasing options, let the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating help grow your business. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland has clothed the Delta since 1979. Shirts, sweaters, and khakis by Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all college campuses. Costa sunglasses with mountain khakis and jeans by Big Star, True Religion, and Silver. Abraham's has a large assortment of the North Face and Patagonia outerwear for men, women, and children. Cole Haan and Tom shoes, plus the finest tie collection in Mississippi. Team up with dress shirts by Polo and Ike Behar. Abraham's carries a large inventory of fine suits and sport coats by Ralph Lauren, S. Cohen, and Abraham's own private label. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland.
When the Delta State University football team hit the field for spring drills this year, there were a lot of differences from spring ball in 2013. The biggest thing? Head coach Todd Cooley and his staff had been in Cleveland for more than a month. Things were hurried in 2013. They had to be. Cooley and company needed to jump right into installing their systems. So flash forward to 2014, and fans who came out to see the Statesmen in spring practice saw plenty of good things, including a much improved Delta defense under coordinator Charles Anthony.
Well, big things, we got a lot of guys back, and they play, but they ain't been through a spring before. And just going through all season and fundamentals, and getting fundamentals every day and not having to rush to put stuff in because you don't have to play a game, and we're able to focus on getting off blocks and tackling and breaking on balls, reading keys and all that kind of stuff, and they haven't really had that because we had thrown them into the fire last year. So just being able to spend a lot of time fundamentally made a big difference.
So returners were a big help in spring drills. They worked hard in the 2013 season to learn the system and continued that work ethic in the off-season, bringing a flat-out better defense onto the field this spring.
We got guys that can run now. I mean, we got a lot of speed on defense, and you know, we can pressure a lot better. We got more playmakers on defense. And we got good overall defensive speed, so if we do make a mistake, we got a chance to overcome it.
While the defense gets the most improved award, it was still challenged on a daily basis by the Statesmen offense, which continually presented a threat.
And the thing that you know, sometimes we forget when we come out here in scrimmage is, I mean, our offense led the league in passing last year. So anytime and offensively, we do just about everything on offense we're going to see during the season. So it's, you know, it's a challenge to come out here and play against the tempo. And the plays that they run gets us ready for season because we see good passing game, and then we're able to run some powers and some zone reads and screens and all that kind of stuff that we see during the season. And they put some multiple packages in there and go fast. So, I mean, that just makes us better every day, and anytime we can get off the field against them, then, you know, I feel like it's going to be easier during the fall.
We always talk about the Statesmen offense being fast. Now DSU is quick on both sides of the ball, exactly what the coaching staff wants.
We weren't able to do that last year because we didn't have really our people in here yet, and they didn't know really, because we only had 4 starters that played that went through spring ball last year. So now they're starting to learn what we want, and I want to be an aggressive defensive style, and I want to get after people and be able to make plays in the backfield and pressure the quarterback. I mean, that's the style of defense we want to play.
No matter where you're sitting, Coach Anthony can be heard yelling his trademark phrase, "Get to the ball." In the 2014 Green and White spring game, Anthony was relatively quiet.
Usually I have to keep emphasizing it. Today I tried to kind of back off and let them play, but we were doing it because we were flying around today and didn't really have to say nothing today because they were flying around, they were making plays, and I mean, first defense played as good as I've seen since I've been here, so I really didn't have to say that a whole lot.
The defense snagged a few interceptions in the annual spring game and stopped the offense on its first 9 drives. Coach Anthony says he couldn't be happier with the way his guys finished up spring drills.
Yeah, we got better every day we come out here, and it was nice to put a climax on it with this performance because, I mean, it's the best performance today since I've been here. And we got better throughout the spring. Players, you know, tried to do what we asked them to do. We played hard. We made a lot of improvement, and we got more experience now, and that's a plus. But I was definitely pleased, and I think we made a lot of progress this spring.
So the Delta defense has a good nucleus of players that will carry the team from spring into the fall, and players are buying into what Coach Cooley and Coach Anthony want for the team. That made for a very productive spring.
We got a lot more confidence now, and that's huge. Confidence is huge in this game. feel like we got more aggressive, more physical, and that's what we need to do on defense in particular. And I feel like we get more guys to the ball now than we ever have before, and that's the way we want to play because we want to gang tackle people and stuff like that. So I feel like we improved those areas tremendously.
With spring under wraps, the countdown is on to the start of fall camp and the first game of 2014 on September 6th against Fort Valley State. For GoStatesmen.com, I'm Katie Smith.
North Sunflower Medical Center in Ruleville is your full-service healthcare provider. Whether it's an emergency, wound care, daily preventative health screening, swing bed and outpatient rehabilitation, to our outstanding staff and team of surgeons, you'll find we treat the whole you. North Sunflower Medical Center has become the Delta's leader in providing complete, quality medical services to residents and visitors of Sunflower County and beyond. Come by and see why people say, "Take me to Ruleville."
As an economist, I meet with many business leaders who just don't understand the true cost of documents. Unmanaged fleets, dysfunctional workflow, it's chaos. It's profit-killing chaos.
Mississippi-owned and operated, the image specialist in Southern Duplicating is Mississippi's only full-line Kyocera dealer. Kyocera's full-line copiers, printer, and faxes offer robust work solutions while offering industry-leading lowest total cost of ownership. Offering rental, leasing, and purchasing options, let the image specialist in Southern Duplicating help grow your business. Abraham's, in historic downtown Cleveland, has clothed the Delta since 1979. Shirts, sweaters, and khakis by Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all college campuses. Costa sunglasses with mountain khakis and jeans by Big Star, True Religion, and Silver. Abraham's has a large assortment of the North Face and Patagonia outerwear for men, women, and children. Cole Haan and Tom shoes, plus the finest tie collection in Mississippi. Team up with dress shirts by Polo and Ike Behar. Abraham's carries a large inventory of fine suits and sport coats by Ralph Lauren, S. Cohen, and Abraham's own private label. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland.
Millions of girls are told they're pretty, but not many end up becoming a model. Even fewer decide to put their face in front of someone who wants to rearrange it. And now, instead of fighting for a cover shot, I'm fighting for gold. I'm Michaela Mayer, and I'm one of a kind.
Well, I just graduated with my bachelor's for business administration, and I am pursuing my MBA right now, but I changed it to human resource management instead of just business administration. So my plans are to possibly, this is kind of different, doesn't go with my degree, but work for the military for like maybe the first 2 years so I can pay for student loans as a PT officer for the military. Well, I made my way through Delta State by playing baseball. That was my ticket in. I played for the Memphis Tigers for all summer. Didn't have many looks. I had a couple, but nothing serious. And then around July 4th, pitched in a tournament. Coach Wagner and Ricky Nolan was there. They saw me play, and then Coach approached me after that, and we talked about it. Let's see. I have what some people would term a twin brother, but we look identical. He's 23, but well, last time I saw him, he was 23. He looks exactly like me. I have a sister who just turned 30. She has a son now who is 5. His name is Lucas. He's a funny little guy. And then we just adopted my little brother. His name is Billy as well. So, I mean, got a full family. When I was growing up, I started playing baseball right around when I was 5 years old. Let's see. Well, my parents didn't want me being one of those chubby kids. Because my family has a little genetic problem, so they had me playing soccer a lot, so they keep me running. Played basketball, not my favorite sport. I'm not very good at basketball. Those are my 3 basic sports that I had to play growing up, and I stuck with baseball ever since. See, back when I was young, I decided to stick with baseball. I tried basketball out a little bit, didn't really know how to shoot. I threw it like a baseball, and that's how I actually played basketball. That's how I'd score. So obviously I'm going to play baseball. All right, so when I was around 9 years old, I was playing with my dad's team. We were playing in rec league over in Brighton, Tennessee, and my brother was just old enough where he's on an older team. Well, I was young, so I played on the older team. My dad thought it would be the coolest thing ever if winners came in for winners. So one day, my first time ever pitching, I actually came in and closed for my brother. So I was like, I really liked it, and I stuck with pitching. Didn't really stick with it too much though. I started in the outfield when I started competitive ball, and then I had a decent arm, so coach gave me a tryout at pitching, and I did pretty well with it and stuck with it since. My only pregame superstition is me and a buddy we used to play here a couple years ago, James Huddleston, we always drink a Monster Energy drink before every single game, and it has to be the original, not the mother flavors. It has to be original. My hobbies, I just now picked up golf for my hobbies and interest. Well, my girlfriend Lagan just bought me some new golf clubs for Christmas, which is probably the coolest gift ever. So I ended up getting those, played a few times over break. I'm terrible, but I'm getting there. Different hobbies are fishing and hunting. More fishing than hunting, but I really love to fish. Italy. I would definitely move to Italy if I had to. Right now, economy's not good over there, but neither is it over here. So I'd probably go over there, yeah. My family got stationed there when my dad was in the military. Sister was born there. So we have a lot of family, friends over there and still, so I kind of like to go visit. Well, I'd have to say my favorite music would be hard rock and some alternative rock. I listen to some country as well, but Disturbed, Mudvayne, those kind of music groups, pretty much my favorites. Well, my favorite movie would be True Grit, John Wayne version, not the new version. Why? Well, actually I got named after John Wayne, so my middle name is Wayne. It's probably the most American name I've ever heard in my life. My favorite professional athlete would be John Smoltz, just because, one, he's a pitcher, my favorite pitcher. He ended off as a closer because he threw hard at the time. But then all the new guys come through, throwing a lot harder than he does. But he ended up becoming a starter and he did very well, retired with the Braves, my favorite major league team, of course. I know some people don't like the Braves, but diehard, true fan, sorry. Ricky Winters, baseball, right-handed pitcher, number 13. Grad school, Bartlett, Tennessee. Student, athlete, statesman, united in green.
When I first started playing softball, I was 4 years old and I started playing t-ball. In Grenada, where I'm from, we played slow pitch all growing up. When I got to 7th grade in high school, they had fast pitch. Never played fast pitch before, so I gave it a try, you know, because I was expected to try, I guess. And it was really fun, so that's where I started playing softball. I played a lot of soccer when I was growing up. I played tennis. I ran cross country in high school, so I did a lot. When I was younger, I played a lot more soccer instead of traveling softball. I traveled and played soccer instead. And when I got to high school, I played slow pitch and fast pitch softball. And so I was playing a lot more softball than I was soccer, which was just one season. And I just decided that, you know, softball was the way to go. When I was going to graduate, I'm going to play softball instead of soccer. My senior year of high school, I didn't know where I was going to go. I was starting to get worried about signing to play softball because I knew I wanted to play softball. And Coach Martinez called me after a softball tournament and said that they wanted me to come visit. And I was so excited. I knew Delta State was close. And I'd never really thought about Delta State to come to because I was looking at, you know, bigger schools, but when I came to visit, I just knew this was the place. My major is biology. I plan on applying to physical therapy school after school. My ideal job would be to be a physical therapist, either in a hospital or a clinic. I kind of want to move to a big city, so I'm just really open to wherever. I'd like to start my own clinic sometime, but, you know, it takes time. Just got to get through school first. I have one brother. He's 15 months younger than me. He goes to Delta State. We live together, and so he's here always. Living with my brother, it's fun. We have different schedules, so we're rarely at home together anyway, so it's fun. I'm a member of Kappa Delta sorority also, so I'm pretty busy. Study a lot. Just kind of, I love the downtime. Whenever I have it, I take it and just go from there. I think the perfect teammate is someone who gives 110% at practice every day, all day, and always comes with a great attitude and ready to work hard. I am a kind of superstitious person. I like to do things in a routine. Every morning whenever we're at a hotel, I always have to get up and take a shower. Every morning I get up early. I do everything kind of the same, but that's about it. I follow a lot of different teams. I like sports, so I follow a lot of sports teams on Instagram and stuff. I like to see their pictures. I follow the New England Patriots, the Boston Celtics, U.S. women's soccer team, different people. I just like to see their pictures of them working out and stuff. It's fun. When I was growing up, I loved Mia Hamm. I played soccer. She was number 9, I was number 9, and I just loved Mia Hamm. My favorite kind of music ranges like anything. I guess if I had to pick a favorite group, I really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So it's just something different, I guess. That's hard. It's hard to pick a favorite movie. I really like, when I was younger, I loved the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. I read that book so many times, and I just love that movie. So if I could go anywhere in the world right now, I'd probably head to Europe. Never been there. There's a lot of places I'd like to go over there, so I'd just make a big trip of it. Taylor Holland, softball, infield, number 13, junior, Grenada, Mississippi. Student, athlete, lady statesman, united in green.
Millions of people grow up in a family of immigrants. But not everyone stops at nothing to reach their dream. Even fewer have the patience, passion, and perseverance to achieve success. A dream is for those who sleep. I live mine. I'm Pitbull, and I'm one of a kind. Darling.
Abraham's, an historic downtown Cleveland, has clothed the Delta since 1979. Shirts, sweaters, and khakis. My Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all college campuses. Costa sunglasses with mountain khakis and jeans. My Big Star, True Religion, and Silver. Abraham's has a large assortment of the North Face and Patagonia outerwear for men, women, and children. Cole Haan and Tom shoes, plus the finest tie collection in Mississippi. Team up with dress shirts by Polo and Ike Behar. Abraham's carries a large inventory of fine suits and sport coats by Ralph Lauren, S. Cohen, and Abraham's own private label. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland.
North Sunflower Medical Center in Rouville is proud to announce the addition of board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Wayne Dotson to our team. An orthopedic surgeon treats musculoskeletal trauma, skeletal disease, and sports injuries using both surgical and non-surgical techniques, including joint replacement, arthroscopic surgery, and more. Dr. Dotson has extensive experience in the Delta and beyond, using the latest in surgical techniques when needed to ensure a healthy and speedy recovery. Call or have your provider refer you to Dr. Wayne Dotson for a consultation and find out why more people are saying, "Take me to Rouville."
As an economist, I meet with many business leaders who just don't understand the true cost of documents. Unmanaged fleets, dysfunctional workflow, it's chaos. It's profit-killing chaos.
Mississippi owned and operated, the image specialist in Southern Duplicating is Mississippi's only full-line Kyocera dealer. Kyocera's full-line copiers, printer, and faxes offer robust work solutions while offering industry-leading lowest total cost of ownership, offering rental, leasing, and purchasing options. Let the image specialist in Southern Duplicating help grow your business.
My favorite team is the Boston Red Sox. Growing up, that was actually the first MLB game I went to, was a Cardinals game in Old Busch Stadium. Sorry, I didn't stick with it. In 8th grade, I went to Boston. I hate admitting this, but it was for a Scrabble tournament, and placed 15th in that. But back to baseball and Boston. That was really the first game that I absolutely loved, like watching the whole experience, going into the old stadium. Fenway Park is awesome, by the way. If you ever get a chance, I'd advise going. The whole atmosphere. And then, when I got here, I realized, wow, Boo Ferris, I knew he played in the pros. I knew he was, really good. But it didn't really hit me. I was like, dang, he played for the Red Sox. That's the team I love. That's awesome. Played with Ted Williams. Nobody knows who he is, right? But Boston, I don't know about the city, but the team, good to go. Scrabble. Swallow my pride for a minute. Scrabble started, again, in 8th grade. So I guess that was my highlight of my life so far. No, I'm kidding. I started with my buddy Jordan Pierce, who's now a musician. It was every Thursday morning, we went and played Scrabble in one of the classrooms, and the best, I think it was 10 people, two per team, got to go on this little trip to Boston, huge Scrabble tournament, like nerdy as it sounds, like might as well go to a Harry Potter convention or something, Twilight, whatever. I hate that. So we made it to, I guess it would have been like 2 or 3 rounds, and we made it to like 15th place. Pretty good. I was more of a scorekeeper, really, because most of my friends probably are like, that's false. So it's fun. I have one sister. She is a nurse at St. Jude, for all you tri-delts out there. You probably like that. She's been working there for a few years now, and I have a little brother. He's 17. He's a junior in high school, and he's playing football, and he runs track. He's probably faster than me, but probably shouldn't admit that. How old was I when I first started baseball? I believe what my dad tells me is I was 4. He's the one who taught me how to catch the ball, how to turn my glove and all that sort of stuff. Other sports I played. Growing up, soccer, basketball, wasn't ever good at those. Then when I got into middle school, that's when I started playing football. It was 6th grade. Started playing there. Believe it or not, I was a offensive left tackle. That's what I started at. Yeah, I was way undersized. Anyway, did that, baseball and football through high school. I steered myself towards baseball mainly because that, like I said before, is still undersized for football, and I just didn't have the passion I did for baseball. It wasn't the same. It didn't compare at all. It was really eye-opening to see that I could actually go to the next level. It was, as of fairly late, I would say, into my senior year, midway through, even further than that. Just seeing, when I stepped back from it and kind of focused on everyone else, I kind of saw that, I don't want to brag or sound arrogant. I just had a little more than most of the guys I played with. And at that point, it was kind of evident that, we might be able to do this for a little bit longer. I first learned about Delta State through my 8th grade baseball coach. He played baseball here, 90s, 80s, somewhere in there, for 2 years. And his dad and he know Coach Kennison and the program very well, so they recommended me here. Took a visit and been here for the last 3.5 years. Good characteristics for a teammate. One, they have to sacrifice, because you would want, your buddy not right next to you working harder than you are to push yourself. Trustworthy, know that he's going to do the right thing, and vice versa. I'm going to do the right thing for him and the team. I do not have any pregame rituals. I kind of just do my own thing. I don't really have any rituals like do my bat and glove 7 times or jump over the line 3-4 times and then touch my belly button and say Pledge of Allegiance or something like that. But for the team, there's some pregame rituals that we do. We always warm up, then we go run. Other than that, not too many. My major is sports management. A lot of people ask me that question now that I'm getting closer to graduation. My answer to you is I probably won't do anything with that. I'll probably go work for my dad in the warehousing business. I've traveled mostly for baseball. Most recently, I went to Green Bay, Wisconsin for the Vikings-Packers game. That was pretty fun. The wind chill, I think, was 19 degrees, maybe lower. And it ended in a tie, so that pretty much made it miserable. Switzerland. I would go to Switzerland if I had to go somewhere else. That was the first thing that popped into my head. No. Let's see. I would probably go to somewhere, probably England. It's definitely somewhere in England. I don't know. I want to figure out how that culture is and how that works. Seems pretty cool. It's a lot slower pace than here. My favorite type of music is probably rock. Any sort of rock. I don't know. I listen to pretty much both spectrums. You can go from heavy metal to soft rock, from the 70s, classic stuff like that. My favorite movies would have to be, oh boy, Tommy Boy. If you haven't seen Tommy Boy, there's something wrong with you. Jonathan Andrews, baseball, shortstop, number 6, senior, Germantown, Tennessee, student, athlete, statesman, United in green.